All right, team, listen up. We've got a patient here presenting with dacryoadenitis, neurogenic inflammation, and musculoskeletal injury. What's your diagnosis?
I think it could be multiple sclerosis, considering the neurogenic inflammation and musculoskeletal injury.
But what about Sjogren's syndrome? It fits with the dacryoadenitis symptom.
I'm leaning towards Guillain-Barré syndrome. It could explain the neurogenic inflammation.
I'm thinking it might be neurofibromatosis based on all three symptoms combined.
You're all wrong. It's leukodystrophy, and we need to perform rhizotomy, even though it's risky. It's the only way to save the patient's life.
But Hawks, are you sure about this? Rhizotomy is a high-risk procedure.
Damn it, Gary. I didn't spend years studying for you all to question my diagnosis. We're doing a rhizotomy, end of discussion.
Let's trust Hawks on this. We need to save the patient.
I'll prep the patient for the rhizotomy. Let's move quickly.
I'll assist you, Randall. Hawks must know something we don't about this case.
That's right. Now, let's get to work. Lives are at stake here. You called me into your office, Tracy. I have a patient with symptoms that suggest leukodystrophy. I need to perform rhizotomy to help them.
Ox, I understand your concern for your patient, but we need to be certain before proceeding with such a drastic measure. Have you considered all the possible diagnoses?
Of course I have. I've been in this field for years. I know what I'm doing.
Ox, remember the last time you were so sure about a diagnosis? It turned out to be completely wrong. We need to be cautious.
Don't you dare question my experience, Tracy. I know what's best for my patients.
I'm not questioning your experience, Hawks. I just want to make sure we are making the right decision for this patient. Let's take a step back and reevaluate before moving forward with rhizotomy.
Fine, but I won't sit idly by while my patient's condition worsens. We need to act quickly.
I understand your concern, Hawks. Let's work together to find the best solution for our patient.
Great Scott. I just checked on the patient after the rhizotomy procedure.
It seems like he's in critical condition.
Oh no, that's not good. What are we going to do?
I'm not sure. I need to tell Hawks that rhizotomy was not the right treatment for leukodystrophy. He's going to be upset.
I understand your concern about how Hawks will react, but right now our priority should be focusing on what we can do to help the patient. Let's figure out a plan to stabilize him first.
You're right, Leslie. I'll inform Hawks later. Let's work together to save this patient.
What the hell were you thinking? You nearly killed our patient with your incompetence.
We did our best, Hawks. We thought we had the right diagnosis.
Thought. You thought. You morons can't even differentiate between rhizotomy A and rhizotomy B. Unbelievable.
We apologize, Hawks. We'll be more careful next time.
More careful. You better be damn sure next time, or you'll be out on your asses before you can say rhizotomy.
I still think the diagnosis was correct, Hawks. It's not all on us.
Oh, of course, Randall. It's never your fault, is it? Ascetic.
Maybe we should reevaluate the diagnostic process, Hawks. There might be a flaw in our approach.
Flaw in our approach. The only flaw here is having you bunch of incompetent fools as my diagnostic team. Figure it out yourselves. I'm done with this mess. So, Johnson, how's everything going in your personal life outside the hospital?
Oh, you know, same old, same old. Trying to balance work and family time. It's a bit hectic, but manageable. What about you, Hawks?
Yeah, not much going on. Just been wrapped up in this challenging case lately. It's been quite perplexing.
I get that. It can be consuming trying to crack a tough case. But hey, sometimes you need to take a break and focus on your personal life too.
You're right, Johnson. Thanks for the reminder.
Wait, you're leaving just like that? What about finishing lunch together?
Sorry, Johnson. Duty calls. I'll fill you in later. Goodbye! I have a new diagnosis. It's nias dysplasia.
Hawks, what are you doing? You storm in here without the proper equipment and now you're diagnosing differently?
This is absurd. You can't just change the diagnosis like that.
Hawks, what's the prognosis for nias dysplasia?
The prognosis for nias dysplasia is not good. It's a rare genetic disorder with severe complications.
Are you sure about this, Hawks? We need to be thorough with our assessments.
I'm positive. Leukodystrophy doesn't fit the symptoms, but nias dysplasia does.
We need to act quickly if that's the case. Let's prepare for treatment.
Hawks, next time at least come prepared before making such bold claims.
Tracy, I finally got to the bottom of the patient's condition. It was a rare case, but I got the right diagnosis in the end.
Congratulations, Hawks. That's great news for the patient.
Yeah, well, if it wasn't for those idiotic doctors I'm forced to work with, this whole ordeal could have been avoided.
What do you mean by that? You made the initial diagnosis yourself.
Well, my team's diagnostic skills could use some improvement. They should have caught this earlier.
Hold on a minute, Hawks. You can't just shift the blame like that. You were the one who originally declared the wrong diagnosis.
Stands up abruptly, I need to go. We can discuss this later.
Size? Don't think you can walk away from this, Hawks. We need to address this issue now.